Okay, we'll start from the beginning. Bonds for the win. You can go through what is a surety bonds, but this is what I want to pay attention to. There are three parties included in a bond agreement: the bondholder. All elected public officials are required to be bonded, and they must sign an oath to uphold the Constitution of their state as well as the Constitution of the United States for America. Companies, contractors, and even unions are also required to have a surety bond. We, the people, the community to whom the bondholder is obligated to serve. Surety bond company. This is the company that guarantees that the bondholder will serve the people. If a claim is filed against a bondholder, the surety bond company is responsible for accepting the claims. Notify the bondholder, demanding that the bondholder address the claim and starting an investigation if the bondholder does not resolve or rectify the situation. There's a diagram for you, a picture diagram. Beneficiary, surety, contractor. The performance bond is the most common surety bond. This bond assures that the bondholder will perform and properly execute all the terms and conditions of an awarded contract or to fulfill his or her duties to the public as specified. Public official bonds. A public official is a person who holds a position of official authority that is conferred by a state, city, county, or other municipality. They often hold a legislative, administrative, or judicial position of sorts that is either elected or appointed. So it doesn't matter if they're elected, they're still held to those rules. Relative to surety bonds, notaries public are the most common public official, interestingly enough. A public official bond which provides indemnity for failure of a public official to faithfully perform their duties while properly managing funds they might oversee for the term of their designation. What are the two common types of public official bonds? Public official bonds may serve different functions. Fidelity bonds and faithful performance bonds. Also states use fidelity bond and faithful performance interchangeably. There is a difference between fidelity coverage and faithful performance coverage. And then we have other sections. What are your surety bonds? It only takes 10 people. You need to collect 10 people. Stop the tyranny, fight back. The big secret, surety bonds. Help us help you. We are building a team of professionals to assist law-abiding citizens just like you in obtaining and filing surety bond claims against public officials who are actively breaking their oath of office. Support our efforts today by making a contribution to our cause. Okay, let's do that. Even if it's $10, $5, $1, do something. We help patriots for free. If you are a U.S. citizen, our team will help you every step of the way. All you have to do is fill out our contact us form, and we'll help you devise a plan in your state. Our goal is to help people fight tyranny throughout the world. Stay current with the latest news. I believe I filled it out. Keep me informed, disclaimer, blah, blah, blah. All rights reserved, 2022. There was some other stuff that was very interesting. I think it was violations, federal violations, international violations, state violations. Okay. International violations. The following is a list of international violations we feel are relevant for this time. Remember, when you complete your letter of intent, only include the violations that are relevant for your situation. International disregard to the dangers of face coverings. Okay. That's about masks. Protection of children in international humanitarian law. The Hague Conference on Private International Law. UN Child Protection, International Humanitarian Law, UNESCO Universal Bioethics Declaration, Geneva Declaration of the Rights of the Child, the Nuremberg Code, and the right to refuse. Basically, this is all that can apply to whatever situation you're trying to deal with, especially as a TI. It does not have to be necessarily just for that, okay? Learn more about filing surety bond claim, step-by-step guide. Step-by-step guide. Step 1. Obtain a surety bond and oath of office. Visit the front office, call, email, and or send a certified FOIA request letter. Bond request letter examples. Under the Freedom of Information Act, which FOIA, F-O-I-A, stands for, the Sunshine Act, and the state codes, you can send a request for the surety bond for any elected or appointed official via email and or certified mail. You can also call them or walk straight into their office. Part of me is going, let's do a screenshot. Okay. My battery, excuse me, is running low, so I'm going to have to get off soon. Every bondholder is required by law to supply this material. Okay, the trick is finding out who to task for it. Most states are organized in 4 zones: state, county, city, and town. Many elected officials fall under a blanket bond that covers one of the zones. Through this, though this may vary state by state, there is a lot. Here is a list of officials by zone. Okay, another thing that's extremely important. Okay, organizations, state governments. How are state governments organized? The governor is the head of the state. When a governor swears an oath of office, the governor will present the Secretary of State an insurance policy for the state. The insurance policy will include surety liability clause in the policy. Normally, it is up to the Attorney General to determine the amount of the surety liability, and the governor must have for members of the state that are under him. There are times that this will cover the county, city, and towns unless they are required to have their own surety liability policies or be self-bonded. I'm going to kind of screenshot this, and I'm going to end this because I need people, at least 10 people, to be working with me on specific projects. Okay? And you need to do the same. Okay, so we can go from there. And I gotta get off because I got 11% left. Talk to you later. Bye.